Bacteria don't wait 3 seconds, they don't even wait 1. The moment your food hits the floor, contamination has already begun, and 87% of people have no idea they've been trusting a complete myth their entire lives. That snack you rescued off the kitchen tile, your brain told you it was fine, your brain lied. Here's what's actually happening. The 3-second rule has been around for decades. It feels logical, it feels like science. The idea is simple: bacteria need time to travel from the floor to your food. Give it less than 3 seconds and you're safe. It sounds reasonable. It's also completely wrong. Researchers at Rutgers University decided to actually test this. They dropped 4 different types of food on 4 different surfaces: watermelon, bread, gummy candy, and buttered toast. They tested tile, stainless steel, wood, and carpet. Then they measured bacterial transfer at 1 second, 5 seconds, 30 seconds, and 5 minutes. What they found destroyed the 3-second rule entirely. Bacteria transferred to food in less than 1 second every single time. Not some of the time, every time. The amount of bacteria that moved wasn't decided by how long the food sat there. It was decided by 2 things: the type of food and the type of surface. And here's where it gets worse. Wet foods transferred bacteria at rates up to 1,000 times higher than dry foods. Watermelon was the worst offender. The moisture acts like a sponge, pulling bacteria off the surface instantly. Meanwhile, dry bread picked up far less. But less doesn't mean safe. It just means slightly less dangerous. Now think about where you're actually dropping food, not your clean kitchen floor. Public spaces, restaurants, airports, grocery stores. Over 90% of surfaces in public areas test positive for harmful bacteria. 9 out of 10 surfaces you might drop food on are already contaminated before your food even touches them. That 1 second doesn't matter when the bacteria are already there, waiting, and the bacteria we're talking about aren't harmless. E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria. These aren't minor inconveniences. E. coli can survive on a dry surface for hours. Salmonella can live on tile for up to 4 hours. You walk past the contaminated surface, someone else drops food on it later. That bacteria is still there, fully active, completely ready to transfer. Doctor Donald Schaffner, food science professor at Rutgers, put it plainly. He said the idea that bacteria need time to transfer is just not accurate. He spent years studying this. His conclusion is that the cleanliness of the surface matters infinitely more than the time limit you're counting in your head. So why do we believe the 3-second rule so strongly? This is where psychology takes over from biology. Your brain hates waste. It hates the idea of throwing away food you wanted, so it reaches for a rule, any rule, that lets you keep eating without feeling guilty. Psychologists call this motivated reasoning. You want a specific conclusion, so your brain builds a case for it. The 3-second rule is the perfect motivated reasoning tool. It sounds just scientific enough to feel credible. It's specific enough to feel like a real guideline. And it gives your brain permission to do what it already wanted to do. Eat the food. The rule also spreads through social proof. You've seen other people use it. They didn't get sick, at least not in a way they connected to that dropped cracker 3 days ago. So the rule gets reinforced over and over, generation after generation, with 0 actual evidence. Here's the climax of all this. Contaminated food causes over 600 million cases of foodborne illness every year worldwide. 420,000 of those people die. Most of them weren't eating food they knew was dangerous. They were eating food that looked fine, smelled fine, and came with a mental permission slip their brain wrote for them. The 3-second rule is that permission slip, and your brain hands it out for free every single time. So what do you actually do with this? You can't sterilize the world. You can't avoid ever dropping food again, but you can stop lying to yourself about what the rule actually does. It doesn't protect you, it comforts you. Those are completely different things. If you drop food on a surface you know is clean, the risk is genuinely lower. If you're in a public space, a restaurant floor, a sidewalk, pick it up, throw it away, and let your brain feel the discomfort of that decision. That discomfort is your brain recalibrating. That's what accurate risk assessment actually feels like. The 3-second rule never saved anyone. It just made the gamble feel smaller. And the next time you hear that countdown starting in your head, you'll know exactly what's really happening. Your brain is negotiating with bacteria, and bacteria don't make deals. Follow to decode your mind every day.